Here's the biggest problem, Alex. Most of my Republican colleagues, everybody in Washington, D.C., all of the political consulting class, they're angry at me. They're saying, oh, we need to wait till after Trump wins the election. Oh, we're gonna fix all this stuff next Congress. Alex, I'm not so sure that Trump is going to be able to win the election. This is April. I know the polling looks good, but November's a long ways away.
So two things stand out about that. First of all, it's probably not even worth mentioning, but she is doing an interview with Alex Jones, an absolutely deranged conspiracy theorist who owes hundreds of millions of dollars to the people that he's defamed. We're just gonna ignore that, and a congresswoman just goes on his show knowing that there will be no consequences. Okay, so we're moving on with our life. The second is that she said that she doesn't know if Donald Trump can win in November. Now, don't get too excited, pump those brakes. She references that the 2020 election was stolen, which it wasn't, but she clings to that because she can't accept reality. And so she's implying there that this could also be stolen. So they will not be able to, sweep like the Mike Johnsons and all of that out of Congress on the back of a renewed wave of MAGA people, because the deep state is gonna steal it. But as conspiratorial as that is nothing on what she says in this clip.
He's fighting as hard as possible. He's putting all he has into trying to win the election. But you also got to remember, he's at the same time he's trying to run for president again, he's having to put everything he has into defending himself against these rigged trials and this unbelievable perversion of our justice system. And the Democrats aren't sorry about it. They aren't gonna back off of what they are doing. They literally want him dead. Benny Thompson introduced a bill to take away his Secret Service protection. That's how serious they are. They want President Trump dead. They want to lock him up in jail for the rest of his life so that he dies in jail. And they want to take away his Secret Service protection so that he is murdered somewhere in jail, possibly.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the Damage Report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. Okay, that's a lot. So Marjorie Greene is right about a few things there. The Democrats have filed a bill to strip his Secret Service protection if he's convicted. And Brian, I definitely want your thoughts about whether he should have Secret Service in the slammer. But just to be clear, I don't want him dead. As a Democrat often accused of having Trump derangement syndrome, I don't want him dead. Or actually, let me modify that. I don't want him killed. That's crazy. That's your side. Think about how thoroughly you must have normalized the idea that your political opponents should face violence, even death, to just baselessly throw it onto the other side. I mean, she's the one talking about how if she had been in charge on January 6th, they would have brought guns and they would have succeeded. I'm not the one spinning fantasies of this, like the renewed civil war. That's your side, Marjorie Greene. But anyway, I'm just speaking for myself, Brian. If you want him dead, feel free to confess that here. And what do you think about the Secret Service thing?
Well, I think there's something more, there's a bigger idea here, which is thinking of the afterlife, thinking of Trump's afterlife. This is now his own constituency thinking of him as a martyr, someone who's actually gone, and what his legacy will represent. And they already are fantasizing then about him dying in prison. How? I mean, is he eating in the lunchroom and the Bloods or the Crips or one of those gangs in there with a teardrop on the cheek goes like, let's take out Trump. First of all, he would be best friends with everybody in prison. You know that. He's charismatic. People would love him. He's like a celebrity. No one's gonna get any points for shivving, Trump and but I mean, I just think it's more interesting that they're thinking about him and I think that people are so fatigued. I mean, she also talked about in that conversation wasn't a conversation, but that recitation about how Republicans are sort of they're over it and they may not even vote in November because they're just so sick and tired of how the House handled the Ukraine aid and all of this stuff. I think that there's just this fatigue is really setting in on Trump. It's almost as if a celebrity has overexposure, and as a PR handler, you'd want them to dial it down. People get tired. I mean, I grew up in the Midwest, and I already can sort of spot the thinking in Ohio, where I grew up, where people just kind of they're sort of over him. They're sort of over all of this. And so I think Marjorie Taylor Greene's thinking is already there. It's like, he's going to die in prison. That's the best outcome that she can kind of like fantasize about, or the narrative that she's going to. I find that to be interesting.
Yeah, I think when and if he dies, I think that there definitely will be an attempt, probably a successful attempt, to create a sort of like darker mirror to the Reagan specter that loomed over politics for like several decades. I think there will definitely be people who will be claiming that they're the next Trump, or that they're doing what Trump would want or whatever. But more importantly than that, because I think everybody expects that, I think there are probably more people than Trump would like to admit who just want to get to that phase, where they get to like have the MAGA thing and like, oh yeah, no, I'm Trumpy or whatever, but we don't have to deal with Trump. I agree. I think it's exhausting. So I could sort of see that. That said, there are not Democrats calling for him to be killed. And if he does ever go to prison, which he almost certainly will not, he's not gonna be in the general lockup or whatever. He's gonna be in a nicer cell than any home I've ever lived in or ever will live in. So
though I am looking forward to the new HBO series, Orange is the New Orange.
I think we need to see a pilot for that. That could be good.
I mean, I see
Someone should make that
prison drama. Orange is the New Orange, and I just think it's wonderful. We get to see Trump in prison with no Secret Service. This is great.
Oh my God, no Secret
Or
Service,
it's a story about the Secret Service guy. Why don't we assign him one Secret Service guy when he goes to jail, and the story's about that guy?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
what a like awful job he has about trying to keep Trump alive.
Oh my God,
I'd watch that.
Okay, well, I'd watch a little bit of that. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.